Hey, I don't think I have this set up right. One moment, please. Maybe there it goes. Hey, Debbie. How are you today? I hope everybody's doing good. It's trying to storm here. In central Georgia. One moment, please. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping it's working. Is it working? Hey, Shawnee. There we go. It looks like maybe it caught up. It doesn't look like it's in focus. There we go. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Technical problems. You know, it's funny because it's like the internet is smarter than we are. Or it thinks it is. And sometimes it tries to show us up, doesn't it? Beautiful and sunny. Oh, you can double dip. You can watch your grandsons play ball and you can watch me make a card. How about that? So this is the card we're going to make today. We're going to make a little penguin. He's adorable. I'm going to show you how to make all these little waves. Why is it not in focus? Is it in focus or is it out of focus? Because as I'm looking on my computer, I see that it's all out of focus, and I don't like it. I may have to start again. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Let me know if it gets unbearable. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do all of this. These little snowflakes here, I'm telling you what, they're the bomb. I really like them. So, but we'll play with them and I'll tell you all about them. So first I'm going to cut myself a card front, okay? So my card front is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. My feed keeps freezing. I'm hoping that it doesn't freeze on y'all. So, I have someplace. My desk is an absolute mess. I'm hoping y'all can't see that. I don't think you can. That it's an absolute mess. But we are going to make these snow drifts, waves. I don't know. Call them whatever you want. But we're going to make them. And we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that we have cut with the layering diorama die. Okay? So you can take whichever one you want in whichever position you want and cut it however you want, but because it doesn't matter. So I guess I use that size. I don't even know. I can't even make it line up anymore. But it doesn't matter. Okay? So this is what we're going to use as our template. And we're going to get messy. But, you know, it's kind of what I do. I started at the bottom last time, and here's why. As I was doing it, I didn't want to... I noticed, and you'll see, that I can't really see what I'm doing. It's all covered up, but I kind of like it that way. I kind of like that it's hidden so that I don't force... I'm just getting the dark blue off of my thing. I'm really hoping that y'all's is not locking up like mine is. And if it is, please tell me so I can start over. Because if I was watching a video and it was freezing up like that, I would be upset. So, can you please tell me whether or not yours is freezing up? Because I'll just start again if I have to. It's no big deal. Okay. Maybe it's just my iPad. Okay, I'll ignore it. Let me know if we start having problems. Okay, so I'm going to use Pool Party. And I know it looks really dark on here, but I'm hoping that it's not going to be all that dark. So we're going to start with Pool Party. And we're just going to make random hills. Okay? And we're just going to keep going. And it doesn't, there's no right or wrong. There's no rules. Don't you like it when there's no rules? And see how I can't see what I've done? So I can't force it to look like one thing or another. Because I can't even see what I'm doing. Because I'm covering up as I go. So, oh, I got that a little dark. It'll be fine. There's no rules. I'm going to come back in with a Pacific point on top of here. Anyway. And make some of the swirls a little darker. So that one will just be a little darker also. Okay, now watch. Look at how cool that is. Now, I should have moved it around more. We'll do that with the Pacific point. Okay, so now I'm going to get the Pacific point. What? Yikes, there's no rules? Is that what you're yikesing about, Christy? She's a rule follower. Okay, so now I have the Pacific point, and I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. Maybe fill in some of these spots where there's not anything. You get to make up your own rules. I shouldn't say there's no rules. You get to make them up by yourself. Sometimes I like it when there's no rules. Sometimes I like it when other people follow the rules. Christy and I were talking about that earlier. Okay. So there you go, and you can stop whenever you want. You can keep going. You can stop whenever you want. Now, on this one, I just did that. Well, and here's what I did. Watch. So that's the way, and then I went like this. Oh, I think I like it better that way. So I flipped it over. And I do like it better this way. Somehow, this just looks way awesomer. More awesome? Better? I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to teach you something right now. Hopefully I teach you a couple things all the time. Anyway. I'm going to splatter a little bit. I didn't on my first card, but I'm going to splatter on this one. I have 2 of these Stampin' Right markers. That one's not it. I have 2 of these that are Pacific Point. And somewhere I have, oh, this is, I was going to say someplace I have some tweezers. This one won't splatter anymore. It's dry. Dry. See? It won't splatter. So, I'm going to refill it. And I don't know if you guys know how to refill these, but I'm going to show you. You're going to take tweezers and you're going to pull this end out. See how that, you just pull it out. Just pull the end out. And then we're going to get a re-inker. And we are going to place, because the other day we did it, and 3 drops is too much. So we're going to place 2 drops right in there. Well, I thought 3 was too many. We'll see. I put 3 drops in there. It may be too much. And then we're just going to plop this right back in. Oh, hang on. I don't know how to use these tweezers. There we go. Now, if you let it sit this way with that tip down, then the juice will run back down that way, and then you'll be able to flick with that. Or, you know, it'll get juicier in a minute. It'll take a couple minutes. But I have one that is juicy. Yes, you can refill these ones. You can refill these. The Stampin' Right markers. There you go. Now, you've learned something, Marty. Yay. So, there you go. I like it when I teach you guys things. We're going to splatter with this end. Do you know how to splatter? That's the wrong end. So, we're going to take this end and we're going to put it right inside the tip of the cap. Okay? And we're going to flick. And I always say flick it like you mean it, because if you just kind of did, nothing happens. Okay? So you're going to flick it like you actually want to hear the sound. At least I do. So, and then it gives you a splatter boop, on your card. Now, because you can never have enough splatter, I'm going to also splatter with the Wink of Stella, because it's a thing with me. I like splatter. I think my Wink of Stella is dry too. Goodness gracious. I know I have another one. Where's my other Wink of Stella? I probably have like 20 of them. Okay, commercial break while Sandra finds a new Wink of Stella. Oh, I can teach you another thing. Since I have to pull out a new Wink of Stella. This is something frustrating for a lot of people. Let me teach you something new. I'm full of tips today. Just full of a lot of things. Okay, here's a brand new Wink of Stella. Here's one that's been used. Do you see a difference? Right here in the middle. Here's what you have to do with a brand new one. You must take it apart. You must take out this ring and throw it in the trash. And then you put it back together. And when you put it back together, then the plunger will go through to make your Wink of Stella work. Trust me, it will not work unless you take out that stopper. Okay, you can see the ink starting to go down there. You have to squeeze it because the ink will come down into that barrel. See? And you can squeeze out as much as you want. You don't need a lot. So I'm going to pick up some here with my brush. And I'm going to splatter. I got a big old drop over there. Didn't really mean to do that. But it'll be okay. And so now there's going to be some sparkly splatters on my card. Okay. Full of tips. Full of tips today. Okay. This one's going to go in the trash because it's empty. Okay. Now, we're going to make a penguin. We're going to take our penguin punch, our brand new penguin builder punch, and we are going to punch out the large piece out of the black glimmer paper. Okay? Black glimmer, and you can put it in here so you can just punch out that one piece. I'm going to get the foot, but it's okay. You don't have to punch the whole thing, though. So there's the black. I don't need that foot. I don't need that re-inker right now either. I have a scrap piece of basic white. Here it is. So from my basic white, I'm going to punch out the smaller piece. That's his face. Yeah. And then I have some of the rainbow glimmer paper. And I'm going to cut his feet out of the rainbow glimmer paper. Hello, Miriam. How are things in Maine? There's one little foot. And yes, it only punches out one foot at a time, so you must do it twice. That's not too big of a pain, is it? So there's 2 feet. So now I have to stamp his eyeballs. So in the stamp set, down here you have eyeballs. That's a bubble. I don't know where it goes. There's a little heart. There's this little nose. That looks, oh, that must be his beak for the sideways one. That's what that is. And then there's feet. You can also stamp feet if you want to stamp feet. I didn't want to stamp them. So I got the eyeballs, and it stamps both of the eyeballs at the same time, so that's nice. You can get them lined up. Because goodness knows I couldn't get them lined up if I didn't have that. So there's his little eyeballs, stamped in Memento black ink. And then we're going to stamp his little nose in Mango Melody. I put it almost even with his eyeballs. Okay. So there's his nose. And then, since I'm stamping, we'll go ahead and stamp the sentiment on our scrap piece of basic white, because we're going to cut it out, okay? So I'm going to stamp it in Pacific Point. And then we're going to cut it all out. Okay. Let's put him together. So I made this little guy, and he doesn't have glimmer paper, and I didn't like him nearly enough. So I pulled out the glimmer paper. I didn't think he was this cute. I think he's cuter with the glimmer paper. But you can make yours however you'd like. If you don't have the glimmer paper, it's fine. You can make him out of plain black. And you could make his feet out of Mango Melody or Daffodil Delight or Pumpkin Pie, whatever color you want. You don't have to use glimmer paper. I just thought shiny was cute. So we made him shiny. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. We're going to put a snowflake on here. These are the snowflakes. These are new in the new holiday mini catalog, okay? They're called Wonderful Snowflakes. This is how they come in a packet. Now, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting them to come in like a little foil packet. That's not how they come. They come like this. You have to pull them apart. They're made of shine. I'm sure you can see that. I'm sure it's blinding you. But they're shiny. But each one of these little ends is attached still. So you just pull, and you don't really have to be all that gentle. I did a whole pack of them and put them in a box because I didn't want to have to fool with this every time. Okay, so there you go. There's the little snowflake, and it's shimmery. So we're going to add him to our card. And I'm just going to put a drip of glue right there. That's all. And I'm going to add it right here in the middle. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of my penguin. So he'll pop up. Because we need a little bit of pop up on our card. So how is everybody's day today? I said earlier, it's trying to storm here in Georgia. Fernando came and did my lawn right as it was starting to storm, but he got done. Thank goodness. Not because I care about the lawn, because I care about Fernando. Okay, so we're going to cut this out. We're going to cut out, I'll go ahead and cut all of it out, and then we'll cut the words apart. Because I want all the words to be separate. Separate. Oh, it was hot here. Marty, where did you say you were? Because, my gosh, I don't know where you are, but you got nothing on hot in Georgia. Hot in Georgia is miserable. Okay, so when I cut this, I'm going to leave those 2 dots because I like them. But I'm going to leave them on the be chill in the middle. So it's going to say be cool dot. Be chill dot. And then I'm going to cut out the last one. Be merry. So you could do Be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool. All over your card. That'd be cool. There's not enough words in the English language. I write words for a living. No, really, I do. Words matter. I am a technical writer. I write technical manuals on how to fix military airplanes. That's what I do. It's quite interesting some days. It's quite frustrating most days. But if I didn't love it, I sure wouldn't do it anymore. I also really, 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 I know they're not watching, but I really enjoy the people that I work with. They're great people. So, here, our sentiment, I'm going to start with the middle one so I get it kind of where I want it. So, be chill. What is it? Be merry's at the bottom. And you can make them straight. You can make them not straight. It's up to you. You're in Virginia, but moving to Florida. Oh, where in Florida are you moving to? I mean, don't give me your address on the computer. Just like the general area. Where are you going? I like to go to Florida. I like to visit Florida. Although, you got a good governor there. I wouldn't mind living there. It's too expensive, though. Okay, so I'm going to put... I'm going to layer him. I'm trying not to smudge that because it's still wet up there. So I'm going to layer him on Pacific Point. Loretta, Florida. I don't know where that is. Where is Loretta? If I was coming from... You know, Florida is a huge state. Like, you can almost drive all day and still stay in Florida. Kind of like Texas. Okay, so there's that. You like my splotch? An hour and a half south of Orlando. Okay, so in the middle? Away from some destructive hurricanes, maybe? Man, those hurricanes can be deadly. Okay, let's... I have friends in different corners of Florida. And when I go TDY in the military... Well, I'm not in the military anymore. But when I go down to talk about airplanes, we go to the Destin area, to Hurlburt Field in the Panhandle, middle of Florida. Okay. You're a ways away from water then, usually. I mean, there's lots of lakes, but okay. So there you go. Here's our little guy. Here was the one that I made first. And you know what? Look at how different the backgrounds are. I like this one with the splatters. I gotta be honest, because, you know, I'm a splattery girl. So, you can do whatever you'd like when you make your background. You can use whatever colors you want. Imagine if you did this like with rainbow colors and just use different colors all over. Miriam, tell Bridget that. She should do this with rainbow colors. So look at how awesome that would be. An hour and a half from the ocean and you live on a lake. That's very nice. Very nice. Okay, so there you go. Oh, we used to be about 3 hours from, now I don't know how far we are from the ocean because they closed the interstate because somebody ran into it with a dump truck. No kidding. Somebody ran into a bridge with a dump truck and moved the bridge 6 feet. So they closed the interstate. Yes, Christy, the snowflake sheets are in the upcoming mini catalog. They are called Wonderful Snowflakes. You can find them in the back with all the other accessories. Okay. Oh, this one has, let me show you something else. See, this little one has stars on it. See the little stars? No, we do not have stars in our catalog. We do have this, the Starlit Punch. And watch this. This extra shiny stuff. If you're one of those people who can't throw things away, I am not that person. But you can go in here and punch out, look, you can punch out all these stars. You can punch out different sizes of stars with this pretty iridescent paper. Okay? With the leftovers. Be careful not... Do it after you've punched your snowflakes out. So you don't ruin them. But see that? You can make all those. And there's a little bitty one. There's a little tiny, little itty bitty one. Which is what made those. These little guys over here. You have to be really careful. I got lots of glue on there. I didn't master that. But anyway, so there you go. How many tips was that? How many tips was that I gave you today? That was a bunch. So you gotta love it when you learn something. All right, so that's all I've got. If you are October, I am planning, I don't even know what to call it yet. Fall stamp along, fall stamping something or another. Anyway, I'm going to do a retreat to go or here. If you're in the local area, I'd love for you to join me here. We'll do it at one of our local restaurants, and it's going to be awesome. And I think it's October 23rd. I can't look at the calendar because it's on my phone, and I'm using my phone. So anyway, it's on a Saturday, and we will make lots of projects, and we will eat some barbecue, and it will be delicious. And we will do all sorts of stuff. There'll be prizes. Lots of prizes. Always lots of prizes. This is the whole layering diorama set that I used to make the background. I know. There's so many words. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of rambling. Anyway, I'll tell you more about the online event as things get closer and when I open up signups, because I haven't done that yet. But there will be one in October, so watch for it, okay? Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight, and thank you, Marty. I will have an amazing weekend. I appreciate you, and thank you for watching. I will see you guys later, okay? Bye.